Hello students, good morning to everyone. This is my 11th video of chapter 10 haloalkanes and haloarenes. Last class we have discussed about chemical properties of haloalkanes. The last one is reacts with metals. After that we have seen polyhalogen compounds. Two are there, chloroform and iodoform. Last class we discussed about chloroform preparation, chemical properties. This video I am going to cover iodoform preparation, chemical properties, and after that structure of freon. I hope you have prepared preparation of chloroform and chemical properties. What you have learned in chloroform, same like in iodoform also. Understood? So first you have to learn the chloroform, then after you can see the iodoform. Then only you will get. Now we are going to see iodoform preparation. Chloroform preparation, first one is from ethanol. There is, we can see calcium oxychloride, sodium hypochlorite, both act as a liberation of the chlorine, and that chlorine acts as oxidizing agent also, as well as chlorinating agent also. So 4-step process we have seen. First step, liberation of chlorine. Liberation of chlorine. There is calcium oxychloride reacts with water to liberate chlorine plus calcium hydroxide. Then after second step, oxidation, because chlorine acts as a oxidizing agent as well as chlorinating agent. So second step is oxidation. That also we discussed. Any oxidizing agent we have used, alcohol can be oxidized. Means primary alcohol oxidized to aldehyde. Aldehyde further oxidation to give acid. Say in secondary alcohol oxidized to ketone, ketone further oxidation to give acid. Tertiary is not oxidized, but it formed that double bond compound because there is absence of alpha hydrogen. Okay, same like here also, but here we are taking sodium hypoiodide. Sodium hypoiodide. There is, we can see sodium hypochlorite. Same like that here, sodium hypoiodide. So first method you are going to see iodoform formula CHI3. CHI3. Chloroform formula CHCl3. Iodoform formula CHI3. Okay. So first preparation is from ethanol. From ethanol. Okay. So first step, liberation of sodium iodide. How we can prepare sodium iodide? First step, liberation of or preparation of sodium hypoiodide. How we can prepare sodium hypoiodide? From sodium hydroxide. From sodium hydroxide reacts with iodine. Reacts with iodine to form NaOI. Sodium hypoiodide. Sodium hypoiodide plus H2O. Understood? Sodium hypoiodide, NaOI. Okay. So second one, the sodium hypoiodide acts as a oxidizing agent also, as well as iodination also. Oxidation, then it takes place iodination. Oxidation and iodination. Okay. So second step is oxidation. So alcohol, CH3CH2, ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol reacts with sodium hypoiodide. Then we know oxidation because it acts as a oxidizing agent. This is that what a primary alcohol. This primary alcohol we have to remove the hydrogen from here and here also. Yes or no? So we can get CH3 CH4 acetaldehyde. CH3 CH2O plus NaOH. Understood? So acetaldehyde. We can get that what is acetaldehyde. Then third step process is third step what is iodination. Iodination or iodoform. Okay. So that what we are getting acetaldehyde, iodination with sodium hypoiodide. There is, it helps to break that what CH bond, sorry, carbon-carbon single bond. Already I told this iodination means it can attack the alpha hydrogen. How many hydrogens are there? There we can remove, we can add iodine. Then we can get a Ci3CHO. Ci3CHO. Triiodoacetaldehyde. Triiodoacetaldehyde. There we can get trichloroacetaldehyde, or other name is chloral. Or other name is what? Chloral. So trichloroacetaldehyde. Triiodoacetaldehyde. Okay. Then after that, last step is hydrolysis step. Last step. Last step is what? Hydrolysis. Hydrolysis of Ci3 triiodoacetaldehyde reacts with NaOH. Then what will happen? This hydrogen joined here, it can be useful, helpful for the cleavage of carbon-carbon bond. Cleavage of carbon-carbon bond. So the carbon between carbon bond can break, then it can be formed CHI3. Iodoform CHI3 plus HCOONA. HCOONA. Sodium formate. Sodium formate. This is what iodoform. Understood? So same like chloroform. First step, liberation of sodium hypoiodide. Preparation of sodium hypoiodide. With how we can prepare? With sodium hydroxide iodide, it can be formed sodium hypoiodide. It acts as the oxidizing as well as that iodoform reaction. Okay. So first we can do that oxidation. So primary alcohol oxidized to acetaldehyde. Ethanol oxidized to that what? Acetaldehyde. That acetaldehyde, we have to do the iodoform reaction. Then we can get triiodoacetaldehyde. Last step, triiodoacetaldehyde. Hydrolysis step, triiodoacetaldehyde. Hydrolysis with NaOH. We can get that is what? Iodoform CHI3. Understood? So overall reaction also we can write. Means this is the step by step we can prepare that what iodoform na. So overall reaction also we can write like that. CH3, CH2, OH ethyl alcohol or ethanol reacts with iodine and sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. It gives what are the liberation you see now step by step. That one. CHI3 plus NaI plus H2O plus HCOO Na. HCOO Na. Overall reaction. Overall reaction. We can write like that also or stepwise also. If you are writing stepwise means easily because we will not done the mistakes. Okay. So first sodium hydroxide iodine, sodium hypochlorite, that sodium hypoiodide, that it can be oxidized ethyl alcohol to acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde on iodination it can be give triiodoacetaldehyde. Triiodoacetaldehyde or hydrolysis with NaOH it can be give what is iodoform plus Na plus H2O plus HCOO Na. This all that what overall reaction. Instead of NaOH we can take sodium carbonate also. We can take that what sodium carbonate. Instead of NaOH we can take sodium carbonate. See that reaction. CH3, CH2, OH plus iodine plus instead of sodium hydroxide we can take sodium carbonate. Then we can get CHI3 plus HCOO Na plus NaI plus H2O plus CO2 because it is there what it is carbonate. Carbonate liberates that what carbon dioxide. Okay. So instead of NaOH we can take sodium carbonate. From sodium carbonate also we can prepare what iodoform. Understood first method. Second method is there also we can say second method is propanone or otherwise secondary alcohol. Propanone means that is a acetone. That is what acetone. Acetone we can oxidize. Which alcohol we can get acetone oxidized to give acetone. Secondary alcohol can be oxidized to give acetone. Okay. So from acetone or propanone. Acetone or propanone. Okay. So first step same like that. Liberation of or preparation of sodium hypoiodide. Okay. So first step NaOH plus I2 give NaOI plus H2O. NaOI plus H2O. Then directly we can take, no need to oxidize because directly we are getting that what propanone. So second step is iodination. Iodination. Okay. So propanone means CH3 CO CH3 acetone. Okay. Plus NaOI. It will give that is what CH alpha carbon. This also alpha carbon. This also alpha carbon. So from anywhere you can take Ci3CO CH3. Triiodoacetone. Triiodoacetone. And the third step is hydrolysis step. Hydrolysis. Hydrolysis with NaOH. So Ci3COCH3 plus NaOH. This NaOH is used for the cleavage of carbon-carbon bond. So this carbon-carbon can be cleavage. Then this hydrogen, it will come here attach. So we can get CH3. Then remaining, what are that? CH3COONA. Sodium acetate. CHI3 plus CH3COONA. Sodium acetate. Sodium acetate. Clear? So this is the preparation of that what is iodo formed from propanone. From what is propanone? Propanone means acetone with acetone. So three steps are there. First preparation of sodium hypoiodate. The next iodination. Then we can get that what hydrolysis. We can get iodoform. We can get that what iodoform. This also we can write overall reaction. How we can write overall reaction? Overall reaction. CH3 CO CH3 plus or otherwise what? Iodine plus NaOH gives CHI3 plus CH3 COONA plus H2O plus NaI. Okay, same like that. Instead of alcohol, we can write that what? Acetone. Here is instead of NaOH, here also we can take that what? Sodium carbonate. So sodium carbonate if you are taking means that is liberation of that what? Carbon dioxide. So product side we can write that what? Carbon dioxide. Okay. So this is the two methods for preparation of iodoform. Already we have discussed in chloroform. Same method only we are doing that what? Preparation of iodoform also. Clear? The next one is chemical properties. Next topic, chemical properties of iodoform. There is chloroform we have seen. Some similar method only, similar chemical properties only in iodoform also. What are the chemical properties of chloroform? There is, we can see, what are the chemical properties we have seen in the chloroform? That is a dehalogenation. When doing the dehalogenation with the silver, we can get what? Acetylene. Yes or no? Dehalogenation. Then oxidation. First what? Oxidation. When chloroform can be get oxidized, means in the presence of air and sunlight, what will happen? It gives that what? Poisonous. Become poisonous. That poisonous gas is phosgene. Yes or no? Phosgene formula COCl2, carbonyl chloride. Okay, so it is if it is the presence of phosgene, means the air get oxidized chloroform, means to form phosgene, is not unfit for that what uses the anesthetic. Okay, then it can be stored. How we can store it? Dark color bottle and brim or stopper we can use. Then or otherwise we can add that carbonate, means ethanol we can add. Ethanol we can add means we can get diethyl carbonate. Diethyl carbonate. This becomes that what? Non-poisonous. Yes or no? Then after that reduction we study zinc and HCl and zinc dust plus water. Okay. Then after zinc and HCl means we can get methylene chloride. And this means zinc dust with water, that we can get, what we can get? Methane, alkane compound. Then after that hydrolysis with KOH and nitration. Nitration there is, we can get a chloropicrine. Chloropicrine used as that what? Insecticide and war gas also. Chloropicrine formula CCl3NO2. CCl3 what? NO2. Understood? So like that, after that carbonyl reaction, after that dehalogenation, after that Riemann-Trimer reaction, after that condensation with acetone. Clear? So these are the chemical properties of chloroform. Same like that, but there is, you seen that is at least 8 or 9 chemical properties you seen this. Here you are going to learn some properties only. That also you know very well. What are that? There is carbonyl reaction same, and after that reduction with zinc and HCl. Here also same, but if we are taking that reduction, different reducing agent we are using, then after that hydrolysis with KOH, formic acid can be formed in that one. Some properties we are going to see, that what? Iodoform. Okay. So now let's discuss the chemical properties of iodoform. First chemical properties is stability. First one is stability. It is a stable compound, but when it can be decomposed in the presence of air, sunlight, okay, light, when it can be get oxidized, it can be decomposed to give iodine vapor. Okay, iodoform, when decomposed on heating in the presence of air or sunlight, to give iodine vapor. Okay. So due to the decomposition of the iodine vapor, to give iodine vapor, it is used as that antiseptic. It is used as what? Antiseptic. Antiseptic we know, it kills that what? Growth, to stop the growth of the microorganism. We can use that is when we have the wounds or something, we fall down, means if you are going to hospital, they applied that what? Iodine. That is a brown color liquid, like that they will apply it. Okay. So if when they are applying, why they are applying? Because it is used as that what? Antiseptic. Antiseptic means it further, it is stop the growth of that what? Microorganism. That's why they are applying. Okay. So when that iodine vapor acts as an antiseptic, when the iodoform get a decomposition. Okay. So when it can be decomposed to give that what? Iodine vapor. That iodine vapor, for that only it can be used as that what? Antiseptic. Understood? So stability, that is where it is what? Iodoform decomposed to give iodine vapor. Due to that decomposition, it is used that what? Act as a antiseptic. Second one is reduction. Same, but here we are taking red phosphorus reducing agent. We can use red phosphorus plus hydroiodic acid. Red phosphorus and hydroiodic acid. This is that what? Reducing agent. Okay. So iodoform CHI3 reduction in the presence of red phosphorus plus hydroiodic acid. It can be give one hydrogen we can add here, then one HCl will go out. Then we can get CH2I2 plus HI. Understood? CH2I2 plus HI. So the CH2I2, it is a what? Methylene iodide. Methylene iodide. So when on reduction of iodoform in the presence of reducing agent like red phosphorus and hydroiodic acid, it can be give that what? Methylene iodide. The next, the third one is hydrolysis with the KOH. Hydrolysis of iodoform. CHI3. We can write the CHI3. How we can write it? See, already we told chloroform, discussed in chloroform. Plus KOH or NaOH. Okay, KOH or NaOH. Then 3 KOH we can take. 3 Ki will go out. Then we can add HCOH. OH, OH. This compound become that what? Unstable. This compound become unstable. Why it is unstable? Because one carbon atom containing what is same 3 or more functional group attached means that the compound become that what? Unstable. Okay. So if it is unstable, we can remove the water molecule. Then we can get formic acid. HCOO, H plus H2O. Formic acid. So there also we can get the formic acid, and in iodoform also hydrolysis with the KOH, we can get that what? Formic acid. Clear? The next one is carbamide reaction. Carbamide reaction, already I told, it not undergo that secondary amine, tertiary amine. It only undergo that aliphatic amine, means the primary amine, and aromatic amine. Then it can be give the product is, we can get the product is isocyanate. Already we see carbamide reaction. Fourth one. Fourth chemical property is what? Carbamide reaction. So we can take primary amine CH3NH2. CH3 what? NH2 reacts with CHI3 plus KOH. So we can get 3 molecules of KOH. Then what? 3 Ki will go. Okay. Then water molecule. 1 water molecule. Then here also 1 hydrogen. Okay. And 1 oxygen it is there, na? This oxygen joined to this hydrogen to give what? Water. Then remaining we can write, remaining what are that? CH3 N C only written. Okay. So CH3 N C. This is what? Methyl isocyanate. Methyl isocyanate. Plus 3 Ki plus 3 water molecules. 3 water molecules. Methyl isocyanate plus 3 molecules of potassium iodide and 3 molecules of water. This reaction name is what? Carbamide reaction. Carbamide reaction. So carbamide reaction means primary amine and aromatic amine. Primary amine and aromatic amine reacts with chloroform or otherwise iodoform with the KOH alkali to give isocyanate. To give that what? Isocyanate. That is name reaction name is carbamide reaction. The next name is dehalogenation. Next chemical property is what? Dehalogenation. Dehalogenation means we know that is a removal of halogen. Okay, removal of halogen. So we can take two molecules of iodoform react with silver. React with what? Silver. So silver iodide will go out. Yes or no? So 6 molecules of silver we can take. 6 molecules of silver. Then we can get CH, CH. Yes or no? So CH, triple bond CH. That is name is what? Acetylene. That name is acetylene. Plus AgI. 6AgI. Clear? This is what? Dehalogenation. Dehalogenation. The next last one is this is only difference of this only what? Difference of iodine, iodoform and chloroform. Difference of iodoform and chloroform. Iodoform and chloroform. Okay. Now all the chemical properties are similar, but this chemical properties only followed by the iodoform, but not undergo that what is chloroform. Okay. So what that properties? When iodoform reacts with silver nitrate, reacts with what? Silver nitrate, it can be give silver iodide. Silver iodide. This silver iodide, it can be give that yellow color. It can be formed a yellow color precipitate. Yellow color precipitate. Understood? But when it can be react with chloroform, when it can be react with silver nitrate, react with chloroform, it will not give that what precipitate of that what silver chloride. Okay. So it does not show the precipitate, color of the precipitate. Okay, does not show the color of the precipitate. Clear? So this is the difference of iodoform and chloroform. What is the difference of iodoform and chloroform? When iodoform reacts with silver nitrate to form silver iodide. To form silver iodide to give that what silver iodide, that is a yellow color precipitate. Yellow color precipitate. But when it can be react with chloroform, it will not give that what color of the precipitate. Color of the precipitate. Clear? These are the chemical properties of iodoform. Once we can recall iodoform preparation from ethanol and after that from ethanol, two preparation. Then after that chemical properties, first one is stability, second one is reduction. During the reduction we can get methylene iodide, and after that hydrolysis with KOH we can get unstable, then remove the water molecule to give formic acid. Then after that carbonamine reaction, the dehalogenation reaction, then after that sixth one is reaction with silver nitrate. But chloroform does not undergo that what silver nitrate. But iodoform reacts with silver nitrate to give that what color of that precipitate. Which color? Yellow color. Yellow color of the precipitate. Okay, that is the difference of iodoform and chloroform. The last topic is freon. Freon 12. We know that freon. Freon means difluoromethane. Difluoromethane. That named as freon 12. That is, it is present that what chlorofluorocarbon means in refrigerator, liberation the gaseous, it is what chlorofluorocarbon. Chlorofluorocarbon. So here you are, according to your syllabus, you will learn only the structure of freon. Okay. So freon means freon 12. Okay. That is the chemical name is difluoromethane. Difluoromethane. Okay. Means formula CCl2F. F2. See, Cl2, F2. Like that structure. Cl, Cl, F, F. Understood? So this is that what? Freon 12. Freon 12. Freon 12, that is a chlorofluorocarbon, CFC. This is from that what? That gas liberation from refrigerator, air conditioner, yes or no? So that is a main causes of that what? Ozone depletion. That is structure is, that chemical formula is dichloro-difluoromethane. Dichloro-difluoromethane. That is CCl2F2. CCl2F2. Dichloro-difluoromethane. That is what? Freon. Freon. Understood? I hope you understood. That is iodoform preparation and freon. So we discussed, we have completed about haloalkanes. And next class we have to see haloarenes. Haloarenes like a nomenclature. After that you can see the preparation of haloarenes, and after that chemical properties of haloarenes and the compounds of haloarenes. Next class we have to see. Okay, I hope you understood that iodoform preparation, chemical properties, and the next topic is Freon 12. I hope you understood. Prepare well, study well, take notes also. Thank you.